Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. How you guys doing? I know it's been a while since I've been putting up videos, but I'm gonna try and be consistent. I'm putting up more videos. So today I'm gonna show you guys. I'm gonna try and make a wallet, and I made a wallet before, but I made it into a purse wallet. And this is what I came up with when I made it in the beginning. It opens up like this. So what I'm gonna try and make it is these two pieces right here, and it's gonna have the zipper and a pocket and all that. I added this middle section. No, I didn't. I got this whole idea from Pinterest, but I added this middle section on my own. No one else, you know, done something like this that I know of. But at the time when I made this about a couple years ago, about 3 years ago. So I want to attempt to make a wallet this time, and because it has a couple mistakes that I made, and now I know what I did wrong, so then it can come out better. And it's not gonna be like this. It's gonna close different. It's gonna be different because of that middle section thing that I added, and I also had added this strap on there. So I'm gonna make a wallet this time. And so this is the fabric that I'm going to be using with this one, and you can use 2 to 3 different fabrics. You're going to need about half a yard of fabric, and your rotary blade if you have one, or your scissors, a zipper, and your heavy. I'm going to use heavy duty snap kit. I got this at Walmart, your local store. So I'm going to be using this one instead of the one that I had on my other one. And a ruler. You're gonna need heavy interfacing. I don't have heavy interfacing. I have like a medium interfacing, which is this. You're gonna need something like this. This outside area, 8.5 by 9, 2.5 by 5, 8.5 by 9, 8.5 by 3, 8.5, 4 by 4.5, 2.5 by 5. 5 pieces, 8.5 by 4.5. 1 8.5 by 4. 1 8.5 by 3.5. Okay, so those are all the pieces, sizes that you need to cut out. And for the interfacing, if you're not using the vinyl, it would be 8.5 by 9 and double up 2 pieces. And yeah, all right, so first thing we're gonna start is making the zipper pocket first. So we need the one of the 8.5 4.5 pieces. This is the inside of the zipper pocket, and we are going to start doing that right now. You need your 8.5 4.5 piece. Out of the 5 pieces, you grab one of those. This is the inside of the zipper. So you're going to put this on the wrong side, and we're going to draw a line. So that's so we're going to take a pencil and draw this. So you're going to do 1 inch from the top, and then it should be 1 inch from each edge of the fabric, and then you're gonna do half an inch from the first line down the same way. So you're gonna connect all of that. Now we're taking our 8.5 4.5. This is the outside of my zipper pocket that I'm gonna use. This is the interior, and then this is the outer. And so now we're gonna put these together on top of each other. They're both facing right sides together, and then we're gonna go in with the sewing machine, and we're gonna go around this box that I drew with a 1.8 stitch length on this, and we're gonna go around it really neat. So I'm gonna go ahead and go on my sewing machine and do that. So it's done. The stitches are done around for the zipper. It's gonna be where the zipper is gonna be showing. So now we gotta cut this open, and I'm gonna show you what to do next. And the key is to go really slow so then you can get this really accurately done. All right, let's head over to the next step. Okay, so now after you do the stitches around, you're gonna cut this middle part. I already drew with a pencil. I marked it, and now I gotta cut this shape into a triangle on each corner and then cut this middle part. I measured it about half. I try to look for the middle, so now I'm gonna go ahead and cut this open. Okay, so now it's all cut open. It has a triangle shape on the corner and it's open in the middle of this. So now we're gonna turn it inside out. Now it's inside out, and what you're gonna do is go ahead and iron this down so that way it can stay on the right side. I went ahead and put the pins on there so it can stay in place when I'm sewing it. So I'm gonna go ahead now and head to the sewing machine. All right, I hope you guys can see that, and it looks really good, hopefully. So this is a zipper foot. I have it on there already, and make sure it's 1/8 of an inch. So pretty close to the edge of the fabric. We're gonna go on there. So I'm gonna go ahead and get started on that. Back stitch. Okay, now that's done. So now we're gonna grab two of the 8.5, 4.5 pieces, put them wrong sides together, put it on top of in front of the zipper, and we are gonna go down this edge 3/8 seam allowance. We're gonna leave a 3/8 inches of seam allowance, and we're gonna sew up here. I'm gonna go and do that. Okay, so I went ahead and went in with my sewing machine, and I left an allowance of 3/8 of an inch. And so now we're gonna flip this over. So we're gonna go up here and sew that up there, and we're gonna go around this, and we're gonna baste the edges together. I already basted with the sewing machine. You're gonna go use the highest width and length on the sewing machine. That way they're loose and not stitching close together. So this is done. This is the pocket for the wallet. So now we're gonna be doing, these are the pieces that you're gonna put the credit cards in, or cards, credit cards, and all that. So you need your 8x5 4 inches, 8x5 3 inches, 8x5 3.5 inch pieces, and we're gonna take our 8.5 by 4 inch, and we're gonna fold this over 1/2 inch with the edge of it, and we're gonna do a 1/8 seam allowance. We're gonna press it with the iron on top of here. So I'm gonna show you guys that. 1/2 inch for all 3 of them. And then you're gonna go in with the sewing machine. Okay, so now I have it on 1/8 of an inch from the edge. So on your sewing machine, it says the measurements on top of here. So I put it as 1/8 is before the 1/4 inch. So I'm gonna go ahead with a straight stitch, 2.5 width and 4.0 length. So I'm gonna go ahead and okay, now that we finished the top edges with the sewing machine, now we're gonna put these parallel from each other. And so now you're gonna make a line with a pencil, mark it with a pencil, 2.5 from the top edge of the second one, and you're gonna make a line, and you're gonna stitch along the line. So I went ahead and I sewed that together. So now we're gonna go with the smaller one and we're gonna sew this together. What was I gonna say? If you need to pin these, go ahead and pin them before you sew them. So make sure you mark your 3" from the second top edge and mark that line. I'll be back. Okay, this is the last piece. This is the 8.5 by 3 piece. I'm gonna go ahead, do the same thing I did with these. Take 1/2 inch on the edge and sew a straight stitch, and then we're gonna place it on here. All right, so now we're gonna baste around these 3, baste around them, and then we're gonna place this on top. I already did the top edge for this one, and then we'll place this one on top and I will show you what to do next. Now you're gonna go ahead, I already went ahead and basted around this area without this piece. I just did the 3. Now we're gonna go find the midpoint of this and you're gonna sew down the middle. Okay, so now everything is done. Not everything, just most of it. But your pocket is done, your credit card slots are done. So we're gonna take this 8.5 by 9 piece that we made, that we cut out. We're gonna add interfacing on the back of it, which I already did. And I added interfacing on the largest credit card on here too. So now we're gonna place this on top of this fabric and place the other one on top. And we're gonna go onto the sewing machine and we're gonna go all around basting it. We're gonna baste all around this. 1/4 of an inch. So we're gonna do that. The basting around the corner, so it's all basted on there, all put together. This is how it looks. And the credit card slots are all set, and then you also have this opening here and the zipper. That's the inside of it. So now what we're gonna do is, this is to close up the wallet. We're gonna add this part. I already put interfacing on the back side of it, and we're gonna put them right sides together, pin around it, and we're gonna leave one opening open. All right, so it's all sewed up together, and make sure you cut the extra seam around the corners. So now we're gonna flip this over very carefully. There's any openings, when you flip this over on the seams, just go over it with the sewing machine again. See, so that's what it looks like when you flip it over. It's all sewed in, and you're gonna go on top, make top stitches on around here where you stitched it. 1/8 of an inch. You're gonna go around, except not the opening. All right, so I'm gonna go do that. All right, so I finished the tab for the wallet. Now we're gonna mark 1 inch from the top edge for the snap that we're gonna use. Make sure you find the midpoint of this. So this is the 1 inch point. So I gotta find the middle point right here. Mark it, and then we're gonna you gotta use a hard surface to put the snap on it, and you're gonna follow the directions on the box. Okay, so I marked it up already. 1 inch in between and 1 inch from the top edge. You can use a hole puncher, or you can use your scissors just as on the box. So I'm gonna go ahead and use this hole puncher. This is the top of the snap, and then this is how I put it on there. So, and then it brings this piece, so you're gonna put it on the smooth side like that, and then you're gonna take this piece which comes with it, and it says to put it on there, and you're gonna hammer it. There we go, so that's in there. So when you hammer it in, that's what it happens. It sticks it together, breaks it in so it can stay there. All right, now we're taking our 8.5 by 9 inch fabric that we have, the extra other fabric that we have. This is the outside, but I'm gonna go ahead I already marked it. Look for the middle, and I marked from the edge 1 inch. So hopefully this comes out the right way. 1 inch. I'm just gonna go in with my scissors. So there, I made a hole with my scissor. Just gonna leave it like that because it's gonna get stretched out with this. So now, underside of fabric, post through the hole. This is the post, I believe, through the hole, like the picture shows. And we're gonna put it through the hole. There it is. And now we add this on top, the other piece, this like this. And we're gonna go in with the hammer. So it goes like this. And we're gonna go in with this piece and the hammer. And there we go, that's in there, put together. All right, so the snap is in and it works on the right way. There we go, it's in there. So now we got to put this top piece, the 8.5 by 9.5 by 9, onto the wallet. So now what we're going to do is we're going to add this part on top of this with right sides together, and we're going to leave the snap onto the credit card slots area and put this on top, pin all around. So we're gonna go sew around this area, half a seam, and try to use small stitching and back stitch on each corner. So we're gonna go around like this, and then we're gonna leave an opening like about this much, and same over here, about that much, and leave an opening for the snap that we're gonna add, and also for flipping. We're gonna flip this open. So let's go ahead and do that. All right, so I went ahead and stitched all around half an inch, except this opening area where you have your zippered pocket, because you're gonna turn it inside out. Make sure you back stitch a couple times on each corners, and now you're gonna cut the extra seam allowance. You're gonna cut that. Make sure it's not as close as the stitches, so that you don't cut the stitches, but only the seam allowance out. So we're gonna go ahead and do that. All right, so now I'm gonna don't do the open edge, don't cut the open edge, the extra seam, only just where we sewed, and cut the corners like that. Just make sure it's not close to the stitching. So now we're gonna put the snap, make sure that it closes correctly. We're gonna measure this out, and we gotta pin it. So then we're gonna go ahead and sew that. So now I'm gonna go, I already stitched the snap, but you have when you stitch the snap, you gotta go all around. I took in about a little between 1/4 and a half inch, maybe go around about 1/4 to 1/8 of an inch. It's up to you what you prefer. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish all around this edges with the sewing machine. All right, there you have it. I went all around the sewing machine, around the wallet with the stitching. So there you have it. It's not completely perfect like I want, but it works. See, there you go. That's how you make a wallet for yourself. Easy and simple. It's not too hard to make. If you guys enjoy this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up, and make sure if you're new, subscribe to my channel. I will be doing more projects. I'm gonna try and stay consistent. If you have any ideas, anything you guys want to see, just leave it in the comments below. Don't be afraid to ask questions or anything like that. So here's a credit card slot that you can put your credit cards in there. You can put money in here.